He's good though, he's funny.
Over there, there's a couple ready.
Okay, I can't see, but...
In this row here?
Oh, okay. Go ahead, yes?
How long did filming take?
It took 33 days in Michigan, and we shot 3.5 days in South Pasadena to shoot some exteriors. We shot half a day at the news studio with John Beard, you know, in LA, but it was pretty tight. I mean, I know for independent movie terms that seems kind of long, but it was, I mean, we were rushing to try to get it done. We had a lot of time. Yeah. He said, how do we keep the hilarious tone on set? We just tried to do our homework and just come prepared so that we could create an atmosphere where people could fuck around, you know? I mean, I think the more, it's almost like if we didn't do our homework, we would show up on set, there'd be this kind of air of tension, and I wouldn't know what to do, and we just had this rule, no head scratching, you know? So we just kind of showed up, and if I didn't know where to put the camera, we just put it somewhere. And like that would buy us enough time to figure out where the camera really should go, so that everybody could relax and just kind of have fun. Because I think that bleeds into the movie. Yes?
What was the initial idea? You talking about writing the script?
The initial idea of writing the script. The initial idea, I had an Up in Smoke poster in my office, and you know, I was a fan of that movie. I memorized every line in that movie when I was a kid. And I was reading a Denzel Washington script, the script of this movie at a time. And I was like, what if you combine these two movies? That'd be weird. And then I started working on the script. And originally I developed it a few years ago, actually. And it was going to be a story about, I was going to do the first girl buddy stoner movie. And it just kind of wasn't working, the script, and I kind of put it in the drawer for a couple years, and then I picked it up again. And after I actually met somebody named Travis Bro, and he pulled up in this like jacked up suspension on his Bronco, and his license plates it like Bruja. And I was like, who's this guy? You know? And I was in the middle of kind of just picking it back up again, and I decided to change it to Guys. And once I did that, it took about, you know, a month and a half or 2 months. Me and my producing partner just kind of kicked it back and forth. And he's great. He wrote The Grudge, Steven Susko, and he's written a lot of horror movies. And people are like, why are you doing a stoner movie with a horror movie guy? And I just asked them if they've ever eaten bud brownies before. Yes.
So was it all written out, or did you give the actors a lot of like room to work with it?
It was written out. We tried to plan it out, but then, like I said, you know, we do all this work and we rehearse it and we get it all down so that, you know, the magic can happen on the set. You know, you want to kind of leave it a little bit loose so people can come up with shit. We came up with the whole what thing while we were shooting. That wasn't in the script. It actually started from this line where Adrian and I were trying to come up with the scene where they're kind of, you know, trying to hang the key back up behind him when they're in his house. And we had to kind of rethink that because originally Henry was going to have to throw the keys over Ed's head and they were going to have to distract him, but the key thing was right next to the front door. So we came up with this thing, and his line is, what does ganja affect your hearing? And then we just said it would be funny if it does. And he said, what? And then we started doing that, and then we just kind of folded that into the script. Yes?
It's a very funny film, congratulations. I wonder if you considered not using racial stereotypes.
Racial stereotypes? Well, I didn't think I was doing that. I was just trying to have fun, and actually I wanted to make a movie that reflected my actual childhood. So I think that sometimes movies, they kind of are they feel too white, buddy comedies, so I just wanted to kind of do something that reflected reality for me. But if you're offended, you know, fuck you.
What?
Yes. Anyone else?
Yes,
in the back.
What other movies did you use as an influence for the point of view high and how you edited it?
Well, I mean, for influences, I actually tried to go back to the 80s, like Risky Business and Ferris Bueller's Day Off, you know. But I guess for the POV shots, you know, Christmas Carol, the Bob Clark film, when he's going, ho, 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 where he puts the boot on the kid to shoot your eye out. I guess that kind of gave me the idea that, you know, I needed to establish a subjective POV because it's really easy to write into the script, he's clearly high as fuck. But when you're shooting the movie, it's kind of, you know, unless someone says it, you have to figure out a device to show it. So we came up with the stoner cam, which was that. It was a little baby pushing me, pulling me, little zooms where we were stepping in and out. And we also did the red napkin thing. And I just got that idea from, you know, Jaws with the yellow barrels. And I was like, I'll just use red napkins, I guess. Yes. Anyone else? Okay, I really appreciate you guys. You guys were a great audience. Thank you.